Welcome back to Season 4 of my Philadelphia Eagles franchise here on Madden 23. Today we are in Week 10 against the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't really know how much we need to go over this team, but obviously at quarterback they still have Dak Prescott, who was a 91 overall X Factor. At running back, a 93 X Factor Ezekiel Elliott, and at wide receiver, a 91 CeeDee Lamb, an 87 Michael Gallup, and now an 83 Darius Slayton, and I think he has scored a touchdown every time he has lined up against us. Now the reason I word it like that is because we have played them in the last two conference championship games, and Slayton has been hurt in both of them, and we proceeded to beat them in both. And there is only really three players to highlight on this defense, the first one being left end DeMarcus Lawrence, who was an 86 overall, and then you go down here to their left outside linebacker, which is a 96 overall X Factor Micah Parsons, and then at corner they have an 89 overall Trayvon Diggs. And we do have a couple injuries going into this game, the first one being left end Josh Sweat, who has a torn labrum and will miss the next 2 weeks, and right tackle Kyle Robinson with a partial PCL tear will miss the next 5. And we do have a breakout scenario for a defensive lineman, and it is former first round pick David Fernandez. Hold the Cowboys to less than 100 yards rushing, or get David Fernandez one interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack. And the other breakout scenario was a wide receiver, and it is AJ Brown trying to get his X Factor. He needs 4 touchdowns or 200 yards rushing / receiving. You're facing a bitter rival in the Cowboys this week, and limiting the impact of Micah Parsons must be a top priority. How will you stop him? We're going to praise Micah Parsons, and I do that every time because he tries to kill our quarterback every time. And before we get into the game, we obviously have some upgrades to get to, like wide receiver Christian Peck, who will get +1 to awareness, deep route, and 3 to release. And Drake Jackson will get +1 to awareness and 2 to finesse move. And running back Brian Ford will get +1 to acceleration, agility, awareness, and change of direction. And we are making one change on the depth chart. I am actually going to be starting Brian Ford at running back over Tony Pollard. Pollard has come back from his injury this season and really hasn't done much on the ground. Brian Ford had a few good games, so we're going to try to change that up and see if it helps. And the Cowboys would get the ball to start the game and get a 5-yard run from Zeke, so now 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Dak out of shotgun, goes over the middle, caught by Slayton for the first down. 2nd and 9 for Dak from the 37-yard line here. Out of shotgun, he will take the snap and stand in the pocket with some time, go to the outside, that's caught, and that I believe will be Darius Slayton for another first down. Never mind, it's Michael Gallup, but still a first down for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 from the 46, Dak back in shotgun here. He will take the snap, a pump fake to the outside, under pressure, he's going deep downfield, and that one will be caught on the play. I believe that is Darius Slayton, brought down to the 17. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys now. From inside the 20-yard line, Dak out of shotgun will take the snap. And he's under pressure, breaks away from that sack, never mind, can't get away from it. Brought down by 98, which is Yannick Ngakoue. 2nd and 17, Dak in shotgun. He is the only one back there. I believe this is a 5-wide set. And Dak will throw to the outside, and that should have been picked off by Kaiser White. That will lead to a 3rd and 17 for the Cowboys. He comes back out in shotgun from the 24-yard line. Standing in the pocket with a little bit of time, dumps it off underneath, caught by Zeke, and he has a lot of room to go, but will not get there. Brought down to the 15, and they should settle for a field goal. And they will send their kicker out for about a 32-yard field goal try here to try to go up 3-0 off their first possession. The kick is away, and it is good. And now we get to see Glenn McCutcheon in the offense today. Starting at the 25-yard line out of shotgun, McCutcheon with a quick throw that is caught for a gain of about 6. And that pass to AJ Brown would set up a 2nd and 4. McCutcheon out of shotgun. And he goes down the left side, and that is caught by AJ Brown again, already into Dallas territory. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. McCutcheon out of shotgun, takes the snap, and will throw it downfield, caught by, I believe, Dallas Goedert down to the 40. That's a gain of 7 to set up 2nd and 3. Now McCutcheon will line up under center. Brian Ford is his running back here. And it will not be a handoff. He's looking for a pass and goes to Teddy Austin over the middle for the easy first down. 1st and 10, McCutcheon out of shotgun from the 31 will once again look to pass. And he's under pressure and getting sacked on the play by Micah Parsons back at the 40. Parsons is lined up against a backup right tackle. Probably not the best scenario for us. 2nd and 19, handoff to Brian Ford, and Ford will get a decent gain here to the 36. That will set up a 3rd and 14. McCutcheon out of shotgun will take the snap. He's dropping back, now rolling out to his outside, and will just throw this one away for a 4th down. So we will send Jake Elliott out for about a 52-yard attempt, trying to tie the game here in the first quarter. The snap, the hold, the kick is away, and this one is no good. But a couple plays after that, it is 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys. Can the Eagles defense get off the field? It's a handoff to Zeke, who will dance his way through the defense for the first down. And Zeke would run for a 4-yard gain on the next play to bring up 2nd and 6. Dak drops back to pass, goes over the middle, caught by CeeDee Lamb for the first down, brought down to the 35. They would get an 8-yard gain on the next play to set up 2nd and 2. Now they go to Zeke, and Zeke will get the first down for the Cowboys, brought down immediately after that. So now 1st and 10 from the 23. Dak back in shotgun. Zeke is the running back here. And it's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke to the outside, gets the first down and brought down near the 10. Now 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Cowboys. Dak out of shotgun. Will looks to pass. He steps up, goes to the end zone, and a touchdown for Darius Slayton, and Dallas will take a 10-0 lead. And the Eagles are looking at a possible 3 and out. It is 3rd and 5. McCutcheon out of shotgun is under pressure and getting sacked by Micah Parsons. We will punt it away. But a couple plays into Dallas' drive, they are facing a 3rd and 10 from the 20. With 1 second to go in the first quarter, Dak will look to convert here. Going deep down the left side, and that is caught by CeeDee Lamb. First down, Dallas. And now we jump later on to the Cowboys' drive. They are at the Eagles' 27-yard line for 1st and 10. Dak to the outside, caught by Lamb, who's off to the races, and he is gone. A 17-0 lead for the Cowboys. And the Eagles, needing some points here, face a 3rd and inches from their own 46. Out of a 5-wide set, quickly throws to the outside. That is caught by Quez Watkins for the first down. So now 1st and 10 from the 47. McCutcheon under center. Brian Ford is the running back. He will take the snap. It's a handoff to Ford up the middle, and Brian Ford with the first down, making people miss and getting brought down in Cowboys territory. A 3-yard pass to Goddard would bring up 2nd and 7 for Philadelphia. Now McCutcheon out of a 5-wide set. A quick throw over the middle will set up a 3rd and short. It will be a 3rd and 2 from the 29. McCutcheon out of shotgun. Will take the snap. Looking to pass to try to convert. Goes to the outside and misses A.J. Brown. So we will send Jake Elliott out for about a 45-yard attempt to try to get on the board finally today. The kick is away, and this one is good. And now Dallas facing a 3rd and 4 from the 45. Dak out of shotgun. Both him and Zeke have both activated their X Factors. He goes downfield, and that is incomplete. They will punt it away. And that ball looks like it is past the first down line, but it is 3rd and inches. Handoff to Brian Ford. Did he get to the marker? They say no. And we have hit the 2-minute warning here in this half, and Dallas faces a 3rd and 4 from their own 26. Can the Eagles defense get off the field again? Dak takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, hit as he's throwing downfield, and overthrows an open Darius Slayton, and they will punt it away. And McCutcheon comes out with a 1:50 to go in the half and all 3 timeouts from his own 37 out of shotgun. He will throw to the outside. That's caught by Ford, and Ford will make Trayvon Diggs miss and get brought down after a 1-yard gain. That will bring up 2nd and 9 for Philadelphia. McCutcheon comes out with a 5-wide set here. He will take the snap and look to pass. Standing back in the pocket, going over the middle. That's caught by, I believe, Quez Watkins for the first down. We elect to not burn one of the timeouts. 1st and 10 out of shotgun. McCutcheon will throw to the outside. That's caught by Devontae Smith, who was brought down at the 44. And we would burn a timeout after that play. Now 2nd and 3. McCutcheon out of shotgun again. Will look to pass. Micah Parsons is coming, and he throws downfield. That's incomplete. 3rd and 3 now from the 44. McCutcheon out of shotgun again, takes the snap. And it's a screen pass to the outside that's caught by Ford. He gets a good block and gets the first down, brought down to the 38, and we burn our 2nd timeout. 50 seconds to go here in the half. It is 1st and 10. McCutcheon out of shotgun will look to pass. And he throws it to the outside. That's caught along the sideline, and that is Quez Watkins, but he could not get his feet in. But they are apparently going to review this to see if he did. And they would actually overturn that. So it is now 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. McCutcheon out of shotgun from the 30-yard line here. Will look to pass. He goes over the middle, and that's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line. McCutcheon out of shotgun will throw a quick ball to the outside, caught by Devontae Smith, who will be brought down at the 20. 1st and 10, 20 seconds to go in the half. McCutcheon will drop back to pass. Hopefully looking to go to the end zone. Will throw it downfield. There is a flag. It's tipped in the air and incomplete. He had a chance to catch that. I believe that was Teddy Austin. But that is going to be roughing the passer on Dallas. So we will probably get one play before we send Jake Elliott out there. 1st and 10 from the 10. 14 seconds to go. He takes the snap out of shotgun. He throws downfield. That's caught by Brian Ford, but we will burn our final timeout and send out the kicker. Never mind. We are going to go for this. 2nd and goal from the 7. Usually under 10 seconds, they just kick it. But McCutcheon will drop back to pass. McCutcheon over the middle, and that is not going to work. Why the hell did we attempt that? We will go to halftime down 17-3. And we would get the ball to start the second half, but now face a 3rd and 11. McCutcheon out of shotgun. We'll throw it deep downfield, and that is incomplete. A.J. Brown just looked like he dropped that one. But now Dallas faces a 3rd and 12 from their own 37. Dak drops back to pass. Under pressure, throws it underneath. Caught by Zeke, but he is brought down immediately. That will be no gain, and they will punt it away. But now the Eagles are staring down another possible 3 and out. It is 3rd and 4. A quick throw to the outside. That's caught for the first down and shoved out of bounds. But now a couple plays later, it's another 3rd down. This is 3rd and 8. McCutcheon going downfield, and that is incomplete, but there is a flag. That looked like it bounced right off Quez Watkins' face mask, but that'll be a pass interference on the defense. And thanks to a penalty a couple plays later, the Eagles have a 1st and 10 from the Cowboys' 33. McCutcheon drops back, throws to the outside. That's caught by A.J. Brown, brought down after a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. McCutcheon lines up under center. Brian Ford is his running back here. And it'll be a play fake to Ford. Needs to get rid of it, and is getting sacked on the play because Jordan Mailata let him run right by. 3rd and 11 from the 34. McCutcheon out of shotgun. A quick throw to the outside. Caught by A.J. Brown for the first down. Brought down to the 22. A 2-yard run from Brian Ford brings up 2nd and 8. McCutcheon out of shotgun. Will look to pass. And he throws it to the outside. That's caught by A.J. Brown. Brought down to the 14. That leads to a 3rd and 1. McCutcheon lines up under center. Brian Ford is the running back. And that's where they go with it up the middle for the first down. So now a 1st and 10 from the 11. McCutcheon under center. Brian Ford is the running back. He sends Teddy Austin in motion. He takes the snap. It's another handoff to Ford, and Ford won't have any room to run. Brought down by Micah Parsons. 2nd and 11. McCutcheon from under center now. Brian Ford is still his running back. And they're going right back to Ford, and Ford had a lane and gets brought down at the 5. I thought he might be gone there. But now 3rd and 4 from the 5. We can technically get the first down, but it's essentially 3rd and goal. McCutcheon to the end zone. That is A.J. Brown. Touchdown Philadelphia, and we make this a 1-score game. And now we head to the start of the 4th quarter. It is 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys. Comes out, gives it to Zeke, and Zeke trying to find a lane will actually get the first down. I thought we were going to stop him there. 2nd and 3 from the 44. Dak out of shotgun. Goes back to Zeke, and Zeke will fight and get close to the marker, but they rule him shy of it. It is 3rd and 1. Dak lines up under center. Zeke is the running back here. It will be a pass play. It's a quick throw over the middle and caught for the easy first down. 2nd and 8 for the Cowboys from the Eagles' 34-yard line. Dak will look to pass. He's rolling out and throwing across his body, and that one will be intercepted on the play. That is Sean Murphy-Bunting. Why did you start running that way? Had you just turned upfield, you were gone. Let's take a look at this replay because I like to be in pain here. Sean Murphy-Bunting catches this, and there is no one in front of him. Why is the logic here for EA to cut inside? If he just catches it and keeps going in the same direction he is currently going, that's a touchdown. But instead, we have to count on this offense to drive down the field again. 1st and 10 from the 35. It's a handoff to Brian Ford, and Ford will get a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 from the 40 here. McCutcheon out of shotgun will take the snap. It's a handoff to Brian Ford again, and this time he'll get maybe a yard. 3rd and 5. McCutcheon out of shotgun here from the 40. 9 minutes to go in the game. Looking to convert and keep the drive moving. And he will throw it over the middle, caught by A.J. Brown for the first down, and he will fight his way into Dallas territory. So obviously our drive will continue now from the 49-yard line. McCutcheon under center will drop back to pass here. And maybe looking to go deep downfield, will go deep down the right side, caught by Teddy Austin, and he steps out of bounds at the 29. He will take the snap. It's a handoff to Ford up the middle, and Brian Ford will get brought down after about a 6-yard run to bring up 2nd and 4 for Philadelphia. He lines back up under center. Brian Ford is still the running back, and that's where they go with it again. Never mind, it's a play action. Now he throws it to Brian Ford, and that will set up a 3rd and 1. McCutcheon will come out under center. That is Tony Pollard in at running back now from the 20-yard line. And he will drop back as a draw play to Pollard, and Pollard won't get the first down. But instead of settling for the field goal, we will go for it. 4th and 1, out of shotgun. Brian Ford is back in the game. McCutcheon will take the snap. Stand in the pocket, now dancing around, throwing downfield, and that is incomplete. Why did you try to throw that into traffic? And on the Cowboys' next drive, it is 3rd and 3 with about 5 minutes to go from the Eagles' 45-yard line. Dak dropping back to pass. The Eagles trying to get the ball back. He throws it to Zeke, and he has to race to the marker, but he will not get there. But instead of punting it, they are going to go for it. 4th and 2 from the 44. Dak out of shotgun. Zeke is the running back. Takes the snap, and he throws it downfield to a wide open man for the first down. A couple plays later, it is 3rd and 5. Dak out of shotgun with a 5-wide set here. He takes the snap. The Eagles are bringing a blitz. He's under pressure and is sacked on the play by James Conley. So that will set up a 51-yard field goal. Try to go up 20-10 here in the 4th quarter. And the kick is away, and this one will be no good. So the Eagles still have a little bit of life here. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. McCutcheon out of shotgun will look to pass. He's under pressure, throwing on the run downfield and hits a Cowboys defender in stride. I don't know why in Madden they try that throw so much. But now it is a 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys out of a pistol formation from the 32-yard line. Dak will take the snap, hand off to Zeke to the outside, and Zeke will not get the first down, and the Eagles will burn their first time out. I really don't agree with this. If I was Dallas, I would kick the field goal, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Throw to the outside, and that is caught along the sideline, and they don't get it. So I guess he was out of bounds. Philadelphia will have another chance. Let's take a look at this throw because I want to see exactly how this wasn't complete. And Slayton, that is definitely a completed pass. I don't know why the refs called that incomplete, but whatever, we have the ball.
The previous play is under review.
And we may not because the refs are going to review this call. And I think they are going to get the ball, and I think we are going to lose this game here because Slayton definitely makes this catch, and I think it's 2 feet in bounds. And they do overturn it. They give the ball back to the Cowboys. 1st and 10 from the 27. Dak from under center will give it to Zeke up the middle, and Zeke will try to make some people miss, and he is finally brought down to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 3. Dak out of shotgun from the 20. A minute 36 to go in the game. Takes the snap, hands off to Zeke up the middle, and that will be a first down, and they should be able to chew away the rest of the clock here. And your final score here is 17-10. We fall to 7-3 on the season. This is the 2nd game in a row that we have watched that the offense couldn't do anything. We started the season, I believe, 6-0, and since then are 1-3, and the offense just has not been playing well or not waking up till late in the game. And right there, we needed a stop from the defense, and they couldn't get it, just like against Washington. But they held Dallas to 17 points. You really can't expect much better than that against an offense like this. We have to find a way to wake up on offense. Final stats on the day, Glenn McCutcheon goes 26 for 37, 203 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. On the ground, Brian Ford runs 18 times for 74 yards, which is a bit better than what Tony Pollard was doing. And receiving, A.J. Brown 8 for 77 and a score, Quez Watkins 5 for 36, and past that no one really did anything. What about defense? And no one really had a ton of tackles today, it appears. Oh, there we go, okay. Sean Murphy-Bunting with 8 and Kaiser White with 8. And in sacks, Yannick Ngakoue got 1 and James Conley got 1, and Sean Murphy-Bunting got the 1 interception. And Dak Prescott goes 24 for 35, 273 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. On the ground, Zeke runs 22 times for 79 yards, and receiving, CeeDee Lamb 7 for 91 and a score, Darius Slayton 6 for 103 and a score, Michael Gallup 5 for 54. And in the rivalry game scenario that I showed before the game, our offensive line will now have -3 pass block power and pass block finesse for the next game. And A.J. Brown didn't get his breakout scenario, but it looks like David Fernandez got his, so he is now a star dev trait. And in week 11, we would fall to 7-4 as we lose to Green Bay 34-21. And in this game, McCutcheon goes 29 for 47, 333 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. On the ground, we could not do anything. Brian Ford did run in for 2 touchdowns, but only 3.1 yards a carry. And receiving, Devontae Smith 9 for 96, no touchdowns, and Quez Watkins caught the only touchdown. What about defense? Earl Hayden, a cornerback, led the team in tackles. Never really a great sign. Neville Gallimore got 1 sack, and we did not get a pick in the entire game. How did Green Bay play? It looks like Travis Clemens, a 2nd-year quarterback, or a 3rd-year quarterback actually, so he'd be in the same draft class as Glenn McCutcheon. He goes 28 for 36, 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then on the ground, they couldn't do anything either. but their running back also got in for a score, and receiving Rondale Moore, 11 catches for 180 yards and a score, and Robert Tonyan got a touchdown as well. And now we're in week 12 where we get to play the Dallas Cowboys again. I will be simulating this game, but the reason I'm showing you this screen is to show you that we no longer are in first place in our division. The Washington Commanders are now 7-3 and in first place of the NFC East. And we lose a third game in a row, so we start the season 6-0 and have since fallen apart and are now 7-5. We lose this one to Dallas 28-19. And Glenn McCutcheon goes 17 for 32, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. On the ground, Brian Ford runs for 51 yards, and receiving Devontae Smith 8 for 108, and Quez Watkins got a touchdown, and Dallas Goedert got 1 catch for a touchdown. Our offense is not playing well. In tackles, Kaiser White leads the team with 9. In sacks, it looks like Yannick Ngakoue got 1.5, Josh Sweat got 1, and Nakobe Dean shared the one with Yannick Ngakoue. And in interception, Sean Murphy-Bunting got 2, and Kaiser White got 1, but we still could not get the win. So let's see how Dak played. He goes 23 for 38, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Ezekiel Elliott runs for 90 yards and a score. Isaac Mills, their backup running back, runs for 16 yards and a score. And receiving, Michael Gallup 6 for 81 and a touchdown, and Zeke caught a touchdown. And now that we're in week 13 here, we have our first look at a playoff picture, and right now we are listed as the 5 seed, so we are still slated to make the playoffs right now. But after a 6-0 start at 7-5, this has definitely turned into a disappointment. And now in week 13, we will play the New York Giants, and I'm going to simulate this game here in week 13 to see if we can snap this 3-game losing streak. And we finally win a game here. We improved to 8-5. We defeat the Giants 31-15. And Glenn McCutcheon goes 28 for 42, 343 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. Whatever, we got the win. Brian Ford with 59 yards and a touchdown, and receiving AJ Brown 9 for 122, Devontae Smith 9 for 111 and a score, Quez Watkins 3 for 57 and 2 touchdowns. So a pretty solid day from all of our receivers. In tackles, Kaiser White and Sean Murphy-Bunting lead the team, and in sacks, Yannick Ngakoue got 2, Josh Sweat got 1.5, Caleb Farley got half of 1, and then interceptions, Nakobe Dean got 1 and Earl Hayden got 1. So let's go see how their quarterback did. Sam Darnold, who is still their starting quarterback over Hal Kent for whatever reason, goes 22 of 40 for 215 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. And on the ground, Saquon Barkley ran for 81 yards and a score, and receiving, no one really did anything against us. The only person to catch a touchdown was Najee Lynch. And we finally have our bye week at week 14, and right now we rank as the 18th offense in points per game and the 3rd defense in points per game. So our defense is still playing good, it's just mainly our offense. And here's the current playoff picture. Now Washington is listed as the 1 seed, and obviously we are still listed as the 5 seed. They are 8-4, we are 8-5. We will see if they lose their week 14 game. And they do lose this game to the Las Vegas Raiders 28-21, so we both are now 8-5. But in the next episode, we will watch this week 15 game against the Miami Dolphins, and then in week 16, as you can see, we have the game against the Washington Commanders, so that is probably your next 2 episodes there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time.